want to show you the direction that I'm going. So to really, I think, have an intelligent viewpoint on this issue, we need to start out by understanding what is the positive value of oil. And then only then can we have an informed position on the 3 F's. And I think once you get the value of oil and understand how the oil industry works, the 3 F's will become a lot clearer in terms of how to really think about it. So let's get started with the value of oil. So, throughout most of human history, we've known of oil. We've known of this black glob under the ground. But it wasn't really until the 1850s that oil started being really valuable to us at all, and it was only until a little later that we discovered that there was a ton of it. So, oil is the way it is today because over the years, the brilliant, really brilliant and amazing people in the petroleum industry have discovered the natural potential of this thing that used to be thought to be completely useless. They've discovered its natural potential, and they've discovered how to find it in such great abundance that it is literally the most versatile substance on Earth. Now, it's become the most versatile substance on Earth. And we can divide its versatility into 2 categories in terms of what oil does for us that makes it so versatile. One is the category of portable energy. We'll talk about that in a minute. The value of having super compressed, condensed energy that you can take with you wherever you want. We'll talk about that in a minute. So that's one category. The other category is, broadly speaking, the category of petroleum products, things made out of oil. And that's where I want to start when we're talking about the value of oil. So petroleum products. Now, for those not familiar with too much with the chemistry of oil or petroleum products, I'll just give you a very quick oil 101. All you're going to need to understand the points of making this talk. As I mentioned before, oil, like coal and natural gas, is a hydrocarbon. So it has all these carbon and hydrogen molecules. But it's not, when we see a barrel of oil, it looks very consistent. It looks as if, well, it's all oil. It's all made of the same stuff. But if you look deep down on a molecular level, what's going on, these molecules are in chains of all different shapes and sizes, and those chains have all kinds of different properties. In the old days, Rockefeller and other oil people figured out how to boil off how to separate out different fractions of it and use, some for wax and some for things like petroleum jelly. They figured out how to get all kinds of some for lubrication, different kinds of products from every barrel of oil. But the really cool thing happened in the 20th century when petroleum engineers figured out how to engineer the molecules themselves. So not just take the molecules that nature gives us in a barrel of oil, but how to break down all the molecules in a barrel of oil, the tiniest little parts, and then figure out how to engineer them to perform any function that you can imagine. So, and as we'll see, it's just an insane number of functions. It has more functionality than any other basic substance that we have. So just take the whole issue of plastics. Think about just look around this room for a second and think about how many things are made of plastics. These bottles that hold water that are just tossed on the floor, they're made of plastic. They allow you to transport your water nicely without worrying about them shattering. Shatterproof glasses are made of plastic. The keyboard, the casing for bases of all of your electronics that keeps them cool and helps them regulate the right temperature, those are made of plastic. It's almost kind of ridiculous to talk about how many things are made of plastic, because so many things are made of plastic. And yet, whenever you see plastic, that video camera looking at me right now as well, that is oil. And it's helpful to start looking at the world in terms of oil. That light is oil. The green on the exit sign is oil. The trash can is oil. The trash bag is oil. So it's plastics and all the different shapes and sizes and variety of plastics, which are used in medicine, which are used in electronics. These are all made of oil and would not exist, at least not in nearly the same quantity and variety, without oil. Now, I have to admit, I love petroleum products. I'm annoying to friends because I always point out everything that's made of oil. So I can just sit here for an hour and tell you about all the cool things that are made of oil. But I just want to give you a quick taste of the different things. So I'll just run through a bunch of different categories of petroleum products. Any kind of waterproof material that you have is basically made of oil. From like the cheap umbrella, which you take for granted, but that thing can just block all the rain because it's made of oil. I mean, imagine if the thing was made of cloth or wood, or if it was steel, it would rust, and yet it's made of oil. So it has all of these great properties. Almost every kind of rubber that you have, you might think of the soles of your shoes as rubber, but it's not, in most cases, not really rubber, because that would be super expensive, given the amount of that kind of rubber we need in the world. So what we've done with almost every rubber product, from shoes to tires, is make it using synthetic rubber, which can be engineered to have properties that regular rubber can't, and allows us to have cheap tires, cheap shoes,